forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Not a terrible day across central Illinois as high pressure has kept things dry with a little bit of sunshine as we headed towards the afternoon, and staying relatively nice throughout our evening. Just still some passing clouds throughout our night hours. With temperatures today, you might have noticed a little bit on the cool side, with temperatures only reaching into the mid-70s. That cold front that reached into yesterday really going to be affecting us the next few days here. So right now we are still into the 70s across our viewing area, low 70s, but now we are reaching into the 60s in some areas. So 64 in Watsika, 68 in Pontiac, into the low 70s in Champaign. We are going to be falling pretty significantly here, about 20 degrees the next few hours. I will have all the details on this cooler but very beautiful forecast coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
A RANTOUL man was reported missing 2 weeks ago. Why police believe this story may have had a very sad ending.
There's some new stop signs in central Illinois. Why they were so important to put in.
More and more kids are getting involved in the justice system.
So one group decided to do something about it. What they've come up with to help turn their lives around.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
There's definitely a lot of reasons to think that might be the case.
A passerby found human remains in Rantoul, and police believe it could be someone they've been looking for. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Police were called to an area just east of Rantoul last night. That's when they found the body. WCIA 3's Andy Olson is live there now. Andy, David Franklin has been missing now for a month. His bike was found near there earlier this month.
Yeah, Jennifer, that's exactly why police believe that the remains could be Franklin's, but they're still waiting on DNA evidence to come back before confirming that. Last night, someone passing by on the road spotted the remains in a waterway. The Champaign County coroner will now run an autopsy. That will be done tomorrow morning, but getting back DNA evidence may take longer than that. Police say they don't expect foul play in this case. They also said earlier this month they don't expect foul play in Franklin's case because of the condition his bike was found in. If the remains do end up belonging to Franklin, police hope this can be closure for his family.
We're hopeful that at some point we can identify this as Mr. Franklin to be able to close that out for the family. But either way, we'll hopefully get the remains identified and be able to move forward with that.
Since Franklin went missing, there have been search parties going through the area looking for him. That includes helicopters and drones combing through this area. But those efforts have come up empty so far. A vigil for Franklin was planned before today's news. Now that's still going to happen. It is this Saturday at 7 p.m. in front of the Rantoul County Market. Live in Rantoul, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Andy, thank you. This is a follow-up for you. One person is in custody after a student was shot at Western Illinois University. But some students in Macomb say they're still concerned. 18-year-old Cavian Poplis turned himself in to Chicago police after a 12-hour statewide manhunt. Police say he shot his roommate. He's facing several charges, including attempted murder and aggravated battery. Now, campus police haven't released the name of the victim. They're also not saying what his condition is. Counselors are available for students if they're feeling uneasy.
Like their home, so it's like when you walk in your home, you're like, oh, okay, I feel safe and all. But with the situation that happened last night, I think bags should be checked until the situation could calm down.
Campus buildings have been locked with extra security. Classes did resume today. The Coles County State's Attorney's Office is closed because of a positive COVID-19 test. Court hearings are still taking place. No word yet on when it'll open. Danville City Hall closed yesterday after an employee there tested positive. That building will be closed through the end of the week. 7 people from Champaign County are now hospitalized with the coronavirus. That's 2 more than yesterday. There were 137 new cases in the county. That's more than 4,000 total. Statewide, there are about 2,000 new ones. That makes it around 268,000 altogether. 25 more people have died. Illinois has suffered almost 8,400 deaths. A Decatur family is looking for a new home after a fire destroyed theirs. It happened this morning on North Woodford Street near Winnetka. The Red Cross has given them a place to stay. The fire is still under investigation. There's a new stop sign in Champaign County, and the sheriff's office wants you to make sure you know about it. It's at the train crossing on Cardinal Road west of Duncan and on Duncan Road south of Cardinal. Stop signs have replaced yield signs. It's a way to keep you safe, and even more important now as harvest season is here. There will be more deputies in the area while drivers get used to the change. And this is an update. Drivers in Sydney, you might notice some new stop signs as well. Village leaders added them at 2 different spots. One at the corner of Harrison and Byron. That's now a 4-way stop instead of just having yield signs. And at the alley behind the Sydney Saloon, they added a stop sign there. There weren't any there before.
Sydney Saloon recently added some outdoor seating to that area, which now cuts off some of the visibility coming out of the alley. So we put a stop sign there behind the Sydney Saloon also to stop traffic.
Village leaders say there are also a lot of kids in that area. There's a park and a bus stop right down the street. That's why they want to make sure drivers are paying attention. Douglas Park in Springfield will be getting a new name. The Park District Board voted unanimously to change it. It's dedicated to Stephen Douglas. Now, several places have already removed Douglas imagery or his name from buildings, including the state capitol. The Springfield Black Lives Matter president called the change empowering.
And people are always saying, you know, that we're erasing history, or if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. This is not a matter of erasing history. We're just changing who we honor.
There wasn't a vote on a new name for the park. 3 people came to the meeting last night. They suggested Otis Duncan. He was a black World War I lieutenant from Springfield. Leaders in Vermilion County are helping young people turn their lives around so they can build a healthier future. They formed an alternative juvenile court. WCIA3's Jamie Mays is live in our newsroom. So Jamie, tell us, when did this start?
Jennifer, the first day for the program was yesterday. So far, 2 people are involved. They're starting small, but they're hoping to grow and make a big impact.
It just seemed as the years passed, in the last 10 years that I've been here in Vermilion County, more and more kids are getting involved in the justice system.
Vermilion County State's Attorney Jacqueline Lacey said she wanted to do something about that. Earlier this year, she and several others formed a juvenile justice council and started talking about ways to help young people.
We wanted to find one specific thing that we believed that we could tackle as a group.
So they formed the Alternative Juvenile Court. It includes the state's attorney, probation department, Judge O'Shaughnessy, public defenders. Gateway Family Services is also helping them by using horse and individual therapy.
We're going to look at things from the trauma they've experienced, work on supporting the families, and just find alternative ways to help these youth turn things around.
Many youth that are involved in the justice system, their family also needs assistance and support, and we're here to help the parents as well to raise these kids in order for them to be productive members of our community.
The program, which is aimed at helping nonviolence offenders, will also provide drug treatment and counseling.
The goal for this would be that, one, we're helping them build a healthier future for themselves, and part of that is to have their juvenile record where it's expunged. And so that way they have a fresh start.
I think many of them could really do a good job in this program and see their self-worth and become productive members of our community. And then it will save us all a lot of time, energy, and save their lives in the long run.
Right now, they are focused on helping people who have already been a part of the justice system, but they plan to eventually work on prevention. Live in the newsroom, Jamie Mays, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Jamie, thank you. The governor is warning of cuts if federal money doesn't come through. Why some lawmakers have different views on the possible loss of jobs. And also tonight,
we're very excited about the opportunity to continue to grow our program.
First, the U of I was gifted a golf course. Now comes a donation to help with renovations. Find out how much.
And we are seeing a beautiful evening across central Illinois, but temperatures are going to be a little bit on the cool side as we head into the next few hours. Last day of temperatures into the 70s and 80s. We're going to see a big cool down the next few days. All the details right after this.